Hey guys, I'm Kulori Abbey, and today we'll be talking about Peter Obi support base. Whether you like it or not, Peter Obi supporters are huge, significant amounts. But also, I'm scared of his success in this election. Today, that is what we're going to talk about in this video. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and also stick to the end of the video so that you will get my point. The growing support for Mr. Peter Obi across the country is huge and can be translated as understandable frustration of the young people with the system. The fact that the presidential candidate of the two main political parties, the APC and PDP, are perceived as symbolizing the business as usual kind of politics that has led the country to the brink of economic collapse. The economic hardship is biting hard, and Nigerians are blaming the two major parties for this situation, given that they have ruled the country at various times without improving the standard of living.
And I got to trek from a power line to Ikeja because to look for money to eat. I'm not happy come to the. Oh, I don't know why they voted for this. This 2023 is not. I didn't expect for any stupid voting. Look at my age. I'm age of 27 years. I know what I'm facing. What my children that is coming. I didn't think that everything in this Nigeria. If I get the chance to travel, like 10 years to this time, I can't come to Nigeria again.
According to an article published on Monday that told Peter Obi, a man who carries his own suitcase, could be Nigeria's next president. But The Economist, however, said there is still much for the Labour Party candidates to do to get the required votes across the country. The reality is that the presidential candidate is not a known quantity in many parts of rural Nigeria. Obi's strength is still somehow limited to social media, where his supporters dominate. These are mostly urban youths under 30s who refer to themselves as the obedience. But not all youths are on social media, of course. It is important that if the youths want him to win, they must carry out grassroots campaign all over the country. This is more like what happened to Buhari when his popularity was in the north and was deluded to believe it is nationwide until the mergers they were able to come to power. The Labour Party is not on the ballot in many northern constituencies for a significant number of other seats, especially in the National Assembly for the 2023 election. You cannot underrate the role of structure in politics, and particularly in election, because this is the reality. Some are wondering if Obi can really unseat the two-party consensus that has defined Nigeria politics since 1999. What I say, with all due respect, is what you can call independent candidates in Labour Party. What makes this even more extraordinary is that Mr. Obi is standing for the Labour Party, whose candidate in the previous presidential election in 2019 won just 5,074 votes out of 24 million votes cast. As Peter Obi once said concerning the election, that this is a case of Goliath and David. Well, he might be right, because recently the Fitch report shows that recent polls are significantly overstating support for Peter Obi, stating that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the candidate most likely to win the presidential election, as a split opposition vote will favor the APC. The survey is showing that Obi is ahead of his opponents Bola Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar, were mostly based on response gathered online. Even if this survey were accurate at a national level, Obi's lack of support in Nigeria's Muslim majority, the North, would make it difficult for him to win next year's election. According to Nigeria's 1999 constitution, a candidate can only be elected if the votes receive the majority of overall votes and over 25% of votes in at least 24 of the country's 36 states. The Fitch added that Peter Obi is unlikely to win the presidential election. It said, while we believe Obi is unlikely to win the election, he will probably do well for the third-party candidate. Indeed, a third-party candidate has never reached more than 7.5% of votes in Nigeria. However, due to his frugal reputation and large social media following, we expect Obi to get a higher share of the votes than previous third-party candidates.